Natural selection is one of the many concepts under the theory of evolution. To understand exactly what natural selection is, let's take a look at two other concepts of evolution. One, descent with modification, and two, the idea of common descent. Descent with modification is the observable fact that when parents have children, those children often look slightly different than their parents and slightly different than each other. Common descent, on the other hand, is the idea that all living things on earth are related, that is, they're from a common ancestor. Through the gradual process of descent with modification over generations, a single original species is thought to have given rise to all the life we see today. The common descent of a life on earth is not a directly observable fact. We have no way of going back in time to watch it happen. Instead, common descent is a conclusion based on a massive collection of facts found independently in the study of fossils, genetics, comparative anatomy, mathematics, biochemistry, and species distribution. Because the evidence for common descent is so overwhelming, it has been rejected by philosophers and scientists for one main reason: you cannot get order and complexity from random chaos alone. All through history, no one could explain how complex life arose from simple life through random variation until Charles Darwin discovered natural selection. Charles Darwin, who lived from 1809 to 1882, was a naturalist. During his travels, Darwin became very interested in the idea of common descent. He noticed that islands contain species of plants and animals unique to those islands, but they often look and behave surprisingly similar to creatures found on nearby continents. For example, tortoises on the Galapagos Islands can be distinguished from those of Africa. Meanwhile, with the exception of size, they are almost identical to a species found nearby in South America. Darwin believed the similarities could be best explained through common descent. Long ago, a tortoise from the mainland may have drifted to the island, possibly on a raft of storm debris, and once arriving, laid her eggs. Random changes caused by descent with modification over thousands of years eventually transformed the island creatures and the mainland creatures so much that they could no longer be considered the same species. This idea made good sense to Darwin, except for one thing: the island creatures he found weren't just randomly different from their mainland cousins, they were specially adapted for island life. It's almost as if these island creatures have been perfectly sculpted to survive within their unique environment. How did the sculpting take place? Random descent with modification alone could never do such a thing. To answer this question, Darwin drew upon his knowledge of selective breeding. The process of selective breeding has sculpted the original wild forms into new domestic forms, much better suited for human use and consumption. Darwin proposed that nature itself is also capable of selection. There are germs in nature which can kill you, animals that can eat you. You could die of heat exhaustion. You could die of exposure to cold. When parents produce a variety of offspring, nature, simply by being difficult to survive in, decides which of those variations get to live and reproduce and which do not. Over multiple generations, creatures become more and more fit for survival and reproduction within their specific environment. Darwin called this process natural selection. Darwin's discovery has greatly expanded our understanding of the natural world. It has led to countless new breakthroughs, and it finally allowed scientists to seriously consider the idea of common descent. So to sum things up, what is natural selection? Natural selection is the process by which random evolutionary changes are selected for by nature in a consistent, orderly, non-random way.